Good morning.
Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Happy Monday morning.
Yes, happy Monday morning.
Hope
Good
you're all
weekend.
doing well. Yeah,
Quiet?
quiet.
Good.
Quiet
Same.
weekend. Nothing much happened. Spent some time with the little man.
Good.
Had some gym time.
Oh, I brought something for the little man, by the way.
Did you?
So I was telling you my my little nephew when I bought him. He has 2 of them already.
Right.
So he has 2 of the car mats.
Oh, nice.
Now you're
oh,
now you're a
he'll
young
lose
lad
his
has
mind.
one. Yeah.
He will lose his mind.
It's in my car.
Amazing. So good.
He'll be a car enthusiast before he's 2.
He went from being bold enough to kind of like start standing last week.
I saw that video.
Oh yeah, no, he's full. Like he'll walk the width of the room and stuff now, and
Is Tracy losing it?
losing it. I'm losing. I'd probably
I
be
know.
just losing it.
I know. I guess she's
just
seen,
like,
she's seen every little step. Oh, you've been home quite a bit too, which is good.
More than
a little
I'd
blessing
like.
in disguise.
Yeah,
You had sort of home time when he was born.
I know.
And now you've got a little extra home time now that
Little
he's
extra,
walking.
that's for sure.
Take some positive out of it.
That is for sure. Well, we hope you guys are all
Yeah.
well. Hope you had a nice weekend and
Good golf on the weekend, lots going on.
yeah, watched the old Westy
for him.
lift the race to Dubai. He looked absolutely polluted last night. Him and Poulter.
Good
were-
for him. He
I
knows how
know.
to party, those guys.
They do. They had some nice
Was his wife caddying for him? I didn't see.
wine. She's
Good for
full
them.
time.
I was saying
I
to
know.
Lindsay, that takes some great. That's a good partnership right there. It's a lot of time to spend with
It
your
really
partner.
is. It
Well,
really is.
well worth mentioning.
Yeah.
But no, good for him.
Yeah,
it's a
no.
great accomplishment at
Really,
46, 46 years. Not that
47?
it's old, but it's
47.
but like to be the top of the European Tour at 47, he'd agree. It's like you're peaking late.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Especially when you're a bit of a kind of, I wouldn't call him a child prodigy, but when he first came out into the European Tour, he was so dominant.
He was going to be, yeah.
I think he won sort of 8 or 9 times in his first.
Was it really?
First,
It's funny
season
that
or
he's just
two.
ended up being just super consistent
I know.
when he started that way.
Yeah, I mean, reality is if he had a short game with him through his whole career,
true.
short game and putting, I
Putting.
mean, he would have been.
He would have been 10-time major champion, I think.
Yeah, he would have been prolific. I mean, a ball striker
Would
that
have been a
that
Falvo
good.
type, wouldn't he?
Yes, he would.
Very good.
What was your weekend?
Pretty chill as well.
Was it?
Watched Avatar on the weekend.
Did you?
Just a little refresh.
A refresher.
Such a good movie. My
It's a
God.
great movie.
Forgot how good of a movie that
Yeah.
is. So good. You gotta go to the Disney. Is
I was
the
going to
Disney
say,
exhibit still there?
it's almost as good as the
I know. It's also,
Pandora.
well, I'm watching
from
and I'm
Disney.
thinking to myself, like, all I'm thinking of is you saying how good, like, the
It's
exhibit
a joke. It's a joke. I mean, if you go on Flight of Passage for the first time, and those of you who have been to Animal Kingdom and know what that's like, when
You'll
you do
freak out.
Flight of Passage, you just go, well, that was worth the admission alone,
is. Yeah, true.
just to do that.
Good. They just
like-
opened something. There's a new exhibit at old Universal Studios. Stand by.
Universal?
Yeah, because it's a serious nostalgia trip down memory lane. Universal Studios. Stand by. This is as important as anything.
Aye. Jin, any information on the upcoming i210 replacement? Zero, my friend. Zero information on that. Actually, there's been no chat about it. I'm not even hiding something from you. There literally is no chat on that one. Let's see.
Okay, I'm giving up after 10 seconds if I can't find this.
Okay.
It was just, I saw a commercial for it and I thought that's, I think it might be like
Oh.
Nintendo or something.
Mario.
Mario, that's what it is.
So it's in Japan.
oh,
It's in Japan.
no.
I got all excited. I saw it and got all excited
Well, that was me too.
because there was like a.
glad it wasn't just
yeah,
me.
no, I was
was
texting
like-
my brother and stuff. I'm like, we gotta take the boys. Like
Yeah,
it's
100%.
they are our excuse for us to go.
Damn. So it's in Japan. Well, we'll just
yeah.
have to go to Japan. That's fine.
We're heading that way anyway.
Yeah. Okay, we'll catch you on the way over.
I know.
Let's go to Dubai that way.
Yeah.
We'll go to Japan first.
Yep. So I was looking up our travel sort of itinerary last night. So it looks like we need to fly into Abu Dhabi.
So I am about as unfamiliar with the Middle, and I'm ashamed of it, to be honest. I don't know anything about the Middle
Abu
East.
Dhabi
Abu
is
Dhabi.
an hour and change from Dubai. It's nothing.
Oh, it's just a little.
And it's literally
hop,
just
skip, and a jump.
It's just up the coast.
So Abu Dhabi is the capital.
Yes.
Forgive me, citizens of the UAE. I just didn't know. So Abu Dhabi is the capital. Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super close.
And there's Dubai there.
Yep.
Up to, a
That's
little
that-
north
is
of
that
it. There's
an hour
Qatar.
drive. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be my first experience in the Middle East.
I know. It's just that's the
I
That's
know,
the thing
it's a
when you
little
see-
scary. A little scary.
It is until you go there and you go.
Your neighbors
what
to
was
the
that
north
even?
are a little bit worrisome, but that's okay. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I have to say. People are getting along in that region more than I ever thought they would. I mean, you'll remember when we were kids,
Yeah.
every day on the news, something horrible was happening, and now people are having conversations and peace talks, and it's nuts. It's great. I mean, it's great. My God, it's amazing.
It is.
Golf-wise, what else can we talk about from the weekend? U.S. Women's Open's completing today. I saw that.
Yeah. How's Gareth? He's got a couple of his girls up
I
there.
almost texted him. I
Moria's
forgot. Yeah, he's got a
sec.
couple.
She was second or something, I think.
I mean, he's got someone up there every week because he's been so successful with who he's coached. But we'll have to see how that shapes up. I see a million comments about Sim 2. I get it. It's on the conforming list now. Yeah. We won't be saying a word, so I'll save you the typing. We won't and can't. We sign documents. We will comment on nothing but the picture that you saw and the name. If you saw the pic, I can't even tell you what color it is because I think the photos are black and white.
It's black and white. Yeah, that's what color it is.
As
of right now, it's a black and white driver.
Yeah, and it's called the Sim 2.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes.
Sweet. So, short announcement about what we're going to do today?
Yeah, a little follow-up from
you guys got to get
proposal.
Into it now. So, it's happening. I'm going to put the link in. I'm going to put it in the chat, and I'm going to put it in the description. You as viewers today will have the chance to get on a face-to-face little FaceTime, for lack of a better term, with us for a few minutes and ask your questions back and forth, have a conversation. How it works is you will literally just put your name and email in on this little form. We will, on the back end, do a random draw while you're watching. And the winner of the little interview will receive a private link into your email address. You'll click on it. You'll appear on everyone's screen, including ours, and we'll have a chat.
Been wanting to do this one for a while, eh?
Yeah, so I figure I'm going to put it in, let people have a chance. There's 500 of you so far, and there'll be more. Give you a chance to get your names in. Let's take questions for 15 minutes, and then we'll grab the first interview.
That's it. So you'll get just so you can kind of prepare your questions and stuff like that. You'll have time for a few. We'll be able to. That's the whole reason we're doing this. We want to be able to dig a little deeper into your issues,
clarify,
a little context.
Follow up.
So we want to have a little back and forth with you. You probably have 2 or 3 minutes with us.
Sure, yeah.
And then
I even put in the description, it's going to vary. I think for some people it might take a minute. Yeah. For some people we might give them 4 minutes, but I'm putting it, guys, also in the video description if you want to refresh your page, but it's in the, it is in the chat. Yes, you do have to be dressed and make yourself decent. You're on camera.
You'll be famous.
Make yourself presentable. Okay, the link is in both places, and we can take some. It's an easy link. It's txg.ca/live if you are not able to find it.
Address a quick question here. Matt Levino was asking, I have a fitting in the Mississauga location in March. Will that get pushed back because of the current lockdown? I think, Matt, at this point, we don't know. We have no idea. It's a decent ways out. So we just don't know, my friend. So depending how long this thing lasts, and obviously there's a backlog because we were absolutely booked up.
Were you ever?
For a few months in advance. So
I hate to say it's worse than the first lockdown because you have 2 fully functioning locations now.
Yeah.
So you actually had more to close this time.
I know, technically, yeah. So Matt, just stay in touch with us. Feel free to email the crew at info. Marianne, who does your bookings, feel free to touch base with her anytime.
She'll be very good at organising. As is,
and she'll just tell you as it is that we as of right now we don't know. We're not privy to any additional information.
Watch the news. The better the vaccine news gets, the better the reopening.
That's what we
news
do.
Gets. So we watch for the good stuff.
Yeah.
Good.
Hoodies update. Sean is asking a little late this morning, lads. Any idea when hoodies will be shipped? We do. So you should see them shipped. Let me start by saying we're positively overwhelmed by the response. We're so happy with how many people liked them enough to make a purchase. So because of that, we grossly underestimated. I grossly underestimated. Yeah, we did for sure.
So it's going to be a bit delayed because I had to order extra, which is fine. And it's also going to be a little bit slower than we thought because there's so many orders that poor Kaylin and Jamie are just going to be doing them as fast as they can. Yeah. But we'll be, believe me, we may jump in and do some ourselves. The 18th, which is Friday, I believe they will start shipping out.
Yeah, I think we received them
potentially over the weekend. Well,
16th, 17th, we received them.
Yes, and there's obviously the extra stock should be ready and everything.
Yeah.
So yeah, guys, main thing is if you've ordered one, you will get an email when it goes out the door. So please expect that email over this weekend or early next week. And appreciate your patience. Know that we are not Amazon, but we will do our best.
We'll get it out to you. The whole idea was when we were kind of getting this was like we want to get it out before Christmas. We want to get it in people's hands for Christmas. So
it's a maybe if you're close
Yeah.
in our delivery range. I think maybe some of the states. I don't want to promise. If you're in Europe, to be honest, it takes a while. But some of the states and Canada may hopefully see it Christmas Eve or something.
Definitely. Tommy from last week, but when a TXG Orlando, Florida opens, I'm calling dibs. Yeah,
Just on the whole thing?
On the whole thing, yeah.
I think we're going to have dibs first. We're going to use the first, we'll use it first.
Yeah, we have a busy week of deliveries this week. The brand new bags arrive.
That's right, the bags are coming.
Sexy black
I didn't
camel.
realize they would be the first, surprisingly, they're the first thing. My fingers are crossed that the head covers may just sneak in the door.
Sneak in there. I think it's...
One of the two will be first.
Yeah.
So you guys will see those up on the website pre-Christmas.
There you
That'd
go.
be fantastic.
There
Anything
you
else
go.
we're expecting to see?
I haven't heard anything else from the guys,
I
no.
think the
Simpson
PRG
hasn't
we're still
mentioned
waiting on
anything.
a little bit. So
Yeah, a bit of a lead time in that stuff.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Okay, well, let's just get into a few questions.
Let's get on
Guys,
there.
again, if you haven't and you want to, and you would like to show your face to thousands of people, you may throw your name into this little link there. We will be selecting someone for a chat very soon.
Yes.
No, the UPS guy will not be welcome on the chat. He is. Plus, he keeps marking our packages as refused when we're not here.
Oh,
which I don't appreciate.
devastating.
All you have to do is come back the next day. You're not supposed to say refused, because we didn't refuse it. Anyway, rant never started. Rant not even started. Okay, here we go. Let's get into a few technical questions.
Let's get in there.
Chris said he enjoyed the head-to-head this morning. Thank you, Chris. Would it be possible to do similar with Strixon Irons versus TM and Titleist? Sure. I think that'll be something we do on some of these head-to-head little live sessions.
That's
Chris.
exactly the purpose of this new head-to-head series. And I don't know if I've not heard a lot of people chatting about it, and I'm not sure if the momentum is there with that one yet. But I think once you guys see the head-to-head and see what the idea is and the narrative of you guys decide what head, what shaft, what ball.
As soon as we go live on one, people will be into it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that can be the type of thing, Chris, that you can throw in on a request. And to be honest, I would say very unlikely that we won't do what you're asking, because ZX7, 770, and T100S even are like as hot as it gets from three companies basically for irons. So
Yeah.
expect to see those imminently.
Absolutely. So I have with me today, I have a few things. I have 6 pured golf shafts.
Right. Yeah, show the folks.
So the 2 ones with your grip on it there, that's today's video.
Okay. Am I allowed to look at them?
Yeah. Neither of us know which one is pure.
Oh, right, Mikey. Yeah, Mikey called me. He's like, I'm working on the shafts. This is exciting. Well, it's only appropriate that we show the first ever pured shafts on the channel. We show them on a live, because all the banter about pured is always on the live.
Very true.
So here they are. They are 2 prototype shafts from a company. Can we say what company?
Yeah.
So these are prototype Acra shafts.
These are. And I guess, I'm not saying part of my concern, but you guys will have heard my spiel and narrative on puring, and maybe others as well. The general rule of thumb is the worse the shaft, the more it needs. The more it needs pure.
That's why they make them out of metal.
So, you know what? I don't know if I have crazy high hopes for this one showing a wild difference.
Yeah.
I have requested some other stock shafts to do this with. So once we kind of do this one, see what the result is. So we literally have had Mikey pure them, and then we've been given 2 envelopes, shaft 1, shaft 2.
So good.
We'll open the envelopes and we will see which one's pure and which one's not. We can't do it any fairer than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We cannot.
Yep. No, it's purely blind, it's purely fair, and the results will be the results.
Brian, what happened to Freaky Deaky? All of a sudden, Matt's going with a TSI. Poor Freaky sitting in a corner somewhere. Freaky is back in the demo drawer, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, you can have it back, actually.
Yeah, it's back in the
bought it
demo
from
drawer.
Ian. Least I can do. Yeah, I will say it, guys. I played a full season with it. Played some of my best golf I've ever played. Really improved my driving. I had a great season.
Yeah.
I'm going to change clubs all the time, so don't anyone, Callaway included, take it personally. It was a great driver. I will return that to you. That's a good point. I can't forget to bring that back.
Yeah, we as part we'll just give it back to them.
Yeah, because it's going back with
it's all
you,
a consignment. Yep.
Yeah.
So
you're welcome.
It
Callaway.
is. I know. That's it. The idea, and it's not even Callaway's fault. I mean, their intention, same as ours, was for Matty to play a customised.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate the timing didn't work, but we'll do it again in the future. It was it's purely bad timing. Trying to get that done during Corona was like impossible.
Impossible.
So nobody's fault. It was fun.
Impossible. What else do we have? We have a Flight Scope Mevo.
Oh, good, it came.
Plus.
Who do we have to thank for that?
I don't remember.
It's in my emails.
Yeah, the
you know who
guys
you
have
are,
it.
though.
You know who you are.
I will send you a thank you.
Thank you, kind sir.
Mm.
We have that.
So that's exciting. Wow, that's honestly probably one of the most requested videos of the year.
Little Mevo action.
That alone makes for a hell of a day,
I think
doesn't
it's a Mevo Plus. Yeah, it does. I mean,
Is it the bigger one, obviously?
it's just in that Mevo.
The box doesn't look this big, so
Yeah,
it's
I was heading out with those shafts, and the boys grabbed me and said, "Take this, take this with you.
Lovely.
Take it with you."
Take it with you. I'm just going to
Um,
check and see how we're doing on entries. Make sure we actually have somebody saying that they want to do this.
What do we have?
Okay. 51 of you so far have decided that this is something you might want to do.
Very cool.
So we're getting there.
Very
Thank you.
cool.
Thank you for those of you that have, it will be completely random, so don't worry. I'm just checking on it. All right, let's take a few more.
Yeah.
Jerry says he enjoys the head-to-head. Head-to-head. Thank you, Jerry. Many more to come, my friend. Many more to come.
Yeah.
Might
Absolutely.
even do one today. Who knows? It's a quick, easy one.
Mm-hmm.
What would be your best anti-hook 3-wood setup? Head and shaft. Your absolute, give me your most extreme 3-wood you can think of for somebody who does not want to hit it left. Love this.
Doba, I would be getting you into a, I'd be taking sim tie, setting it open to fully onto lower, which is 4 degrees open. And depending on your speed, assuming you've got a decent amount, Ventus Black 7X or 8X, depending if you have enough speed to handle that. But that would be a beauty
Yes,
for the
that
anti-left.
would be a beauty. My goodness, you'd be hitting bullet, and plus you could hit bullet fades with it. Do you
Yeah.
like giving someone a lower spin 3-wood when you talk about that? All things being equal, because that person's probably going to hit a bit of a neutral cut shot, probably hit down on it quite a bit, so they don't hook it. Or is that not a mandatory?
No. I mean, I think the hook can as easily come from the hang back flipper. So the shallow
This idiot.
player.
Yeah, you're so right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just has to match the spin profile. I think that would be a great setup. Anti-left. Hearing a few people saying the Mevo is a little rough indoors, so we're going to test it, guys. It's not going to be an outdoor test.
We don't get many people ever asking us about it in the context of I want to see what it does outdoors. Most people are thinking about their home situation.
You're right.
So at the end of the day, we're gonna test it in the environment that we get asked about it in.
Plus, we can test it against GC Quad shot.
Yeah.
I hope shot to shot, as long as the
Aye.
the infrared doesn't screw with it again. That'd be interesting. It shouldn't with radar, but
Yeah.
do we do that? Do we ever put TrackMan and Quad beside each other? They did. They worked fine. I remember doing it in Florida. We did it for like 5 minutes.
We did.
just
That's
for a
right.
laugh.
We did it at Golden Bear.
We were just curious if it was. Okay.
Whisker, we don't know who provided the
No.
Mevo.
They're gonna get a
It's,
shout out here. Here we go.
It's on the box.
Feel bad.
It's on the box. Matty boy's grabbing it.
From Brian. Brian from Pennsylvania.
Brian from Pennsylvania.
Thank you, Brian. Yeah, Brian
Man,
from Pennsylvania sent it up to us.
What a good
Post
man.
haste. He's a beauty.
A good man.
He's a video enabler.
Let's see. Blake said, why don't pros adjust the driver, head weight, and hosel settings mid-round to help hit fades and draws? Blake, my man, it's illegal.
Hi.
You can't. You're not allowed. Against the rules.
Or they would.
Or they would. Yeah. Imagine that. Start off with it one way and then
Yeah.
mid-round. So
Yeah, unfortunately and fortunately, I would say, is not allowed.
not allowed.
Pre-round only, Blake. Pre and
Get
post.
yourself sorted and then you're off and running.
Yeah.
Play them as you started. Is the Motori shaft in the Cobra the real deal? It is. It is the F1 and F3.
It's a big deal. People
Very
are
good.
super happy with that.
They should be. They should be. No, they done a great job by putting those in there.
It's a good value, isn't it?
Aye.
Sorry, my car's in the shop. Just checking.
Is it?
Yeah, nothing. You know how new cars are. Electronics always go.
Mm-hmm.
So I just had to take it in to
Couple of wee bugs.
Yeah, I think they usually have to clear the message, and then so I'm driving almost the same car, but I just want to see where it is.
A boy.
Good.
Daz is asking where he is. They don't have any decent fitting studios. If I am 95 to 98 miles an hour, should I be regular or stiff shaft? You should be a stiff shaft, Daz.
Stiff shaft, Daz.
The likelihood is you'd fit into a stiff shaft, but if you haven't ever really done much testing, you probably want to do a little sample size and see what you like.
Great idea.
What you like.
Love it. Okay. From Dan. Dan is asking, he's currently playing 790s, struggles with the turf interaction. What is a good P790 style iron with a thinner sole? P770. Okay, interesting. So he saw the P770, but he feels like the sole's a bit large. I personally thought the sole on the P770 is like as small as it gets. Oh, that's not us. Who's that guy? I just literally put up an avatar. Yeah, I don't know. I thought the sole was really thin, but let's look.
Yeah, I mean, probably if you can handle it, 760s, dare I say. You've got some help in the long and mid irons, and then
I guess he's not wrong. It's not the thinnest sole in the world.
it's not the
fairly
thinnest.
thin, but it's not the thinnest.
Yeah, I think to make a noticeable difference, you'd probably want to dive into the 760s for a little try.
Would like T100S be better if you go out of brand?
Potentially.
What else is thin?
Yeah. The thing is with the 90s, it's the lofts, isn't it? I mean, obviously, I think you're playing them because they're stronger in the loft, and no one's really making a thin sole club that has lofts that strong, so you kind of do have to give away a little bit of that.
Are these a reasonable option? JPX Tours? Kind of, sort of, but not really?
Nah, too weak.
Too weak,
Too
eh?
weak.
Yeah,
Too
they're like
weak.
29 degrees. Good point. All right.
Riki's saying it's weird. Is it weird that the 790 has help with your turf interaction? No, it's not. It's not certainly not weird.
I shouldn't say it's not always a negative. I feel like when
Yeah.
we're talking about you personally, when you test clubs, or me, wide soles are usually not great for us, but that doesn't mean they're not good for.
Yeah.
They're obviously good for a lot of people. Yes, the squeaky chair is back.
It's back.
With
Yeah, it's back. I
vengeance.
know.
Bastard, this thing is.
It really is. It's
I'll
just
do
one
some-
of the little rubber deals, isn't
I'll
it?
put
It's come
some
off
stuff on it today.
it. David is saying, man up and get some Tiger irons if you want some thin soles. You
Get
really
the
would need to man up.
P7MBs. Man up and get the P7MBs. They're even smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's a crazy
I'm
lot
not
of
even.
squeak
Like,
today.
I'm,
I know you're not.
I'm
You're not even
breathing,
moving.
and it's unbelievable. Here, take this one. What speed should people look at extra stiff?
I don't think you should be focusing solely on speed. That's the first place I'd start with you. There are many different factors, but I think you have to be focused on load type. You have to be focused on the shot pattern. You have to be focused on the head-weight relationship with that shaft. All those sorts of things. If my mind was starting to think X, it would be from about, on a GC quad, it would be about 105 to 108 would be when I'd be starting to think about it, but there would be other factors in
Yeah,
there.
transition speed and such.
Yeah.
What do you think? Should we try our first little foray into the interview?
Let's go for it. I'm curious how this is going to go.
You and
We
me-
all are.
You and me both, dude. Okay, stand by. Guys, you have 5 seconds to throw your name in if you haven't already. Here, you have literally 5 seconds while I download the current.
Andrew's asking, what is the most expensive shaft you have ever fitted?
I like that.
Probably the Matrix TP HDE, which was the OG, super expensive. I want to say it was like $1,200. Had an ion snowflake paint
Of
job.
course it did.
Only one place in the world could do this paint job to
What
it.
was the snowflake part mean?
It basically,
Like a
it was
fleck
like a
to it?
silver. It's not. It wasn't a snow. It wasn't even like a snowflake. It's hard to describe. I'd probably need to just show you a picture. But it was an unbelievable
That
paint
sounds
job
like it
on
was
it.
yeah.
I used to use it. I used to use
Did
that
you?
in my drive round through with.
That's amazing. Of course you did.
Yeah,
Why wouldn't
loved it. Why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you?
Only thing that I didn't love about it was the to stiffen it up. They made the butt section really, really big.
Big butts.
Yeah, I didn't love the big butt.
Not always a good thing.
No,
Sometimes a great thing.
a nice size butt's nice. we had
Different
some
butt sizes for different strokes for different folks.
we had some friends around on the weekend just for a catch up and stuff like that, and a couple of Mike and I were chatting about some golf stuff, and a couple of girls were like, what's all this like shaft talk? Like, imagine having to talk about shafts all day and heads all day and stuff.
Ladies
I was
said
like,
this.
yeah. So they were like, is it like I couldn't? They were like, I couldn't do that, and I was like, oh, it gets worse. Like we have to talk about soft butts, and stiff tits, and
You know how mature
big
we are
heads
to not
and-
crack out every
oh,
time?
man. They're
We're
like,
very
how do you do that? Talking about that stuff on camera and not just being fits like giggles the
We're
whole day.
professionals.
I know.
Ladies, we're professionals.
We're over it. We're over it.
Maybe it was funny at some point. It must have been. It must have been.
I'm sure.
Everything was funny to me at one time. A lot of things are still funny. Okay, are we ready for this?
Let's do it.
Okay, one of these names. Ready? Random number generation. You're my witness. Okay.
Okay.
The randomly selected winner,
Winner.
whatever this is Paul Peterson. Paul Peterson, you will be receiving an email from me in a second. Check your inbox. Paul Peterson. There's the Mac attack. How's Dubai?
The Arabian Prince.
Keep it warm. The Prince of Dubai.
The Prince
Fresh
of
Prince.
Dubai.
He's the Fresh Prince of Dubai.
He is. He is playing some good golf out there, the dirty dog.
It looks like it.
He is playing great.
Oh, Seed Golf is coming.
Seed golf, love it.
Scarsdale.
Love
Today,
it.
good, because it's the only day we're here. We have to pay duties on those. Seed, your golf balls better be good.
I know.
Cost us $20.
Jeez.
Peter?
You can refund us.
I know. Unless we give it a bad review, then. Okay.
I know.
Live chat. Peter, stand by. Guys, and apologies for me completely spacing out. I'm sending this live thing to Peter. Add guests. Don't mind if I do.
I saw Brad. You've mentioned a few times John Ram to Callaway. Yeah, I mean that's what we hear. Same as you. We hear the rumours that he's going to be a Travis Matthews Callaway player next season. Tommy Fleetwood, I believe, is coming into the TaylorMade family. Who knows? Just rumours, but hearsay.
Yeah. I like Tommy. I hope it suits him well. I hope it helps him with, equipment support and the living, and if he wants to play the clubs, and he plays so many of them anyway, as you said. I think he obviously likes the new driver for Tommy, so I don't think it'd be a big adjustment. For him. He already likes the irons and wedges and stuff. So, okay, Peter, I'm sending you this, my friend. I hope you're still on.
You around, Pete?
Yeah.
Let us know.
Okay, I'm sending that to Pete. Pete, you have 4 minutes.
Paul Peterson.
Paul.
Not Peter.
Do I keep calling him Peter Peterson?
Yes, yeah. Paul.
Boy, what does that do? What does that
Paul.
mean?
Paul.
What does that mean for your cognitive function when you don't even know?
It means it's Monday morning.
I know.
Paul. We're excited
Okay.
to chat with
Apologies, Paul Peterson. Paul Peterson. I have sent you an email, Paul.
you. Peter Paul.
Unbelievable. Okay, well, we'll keep an ear out for Paul. In the meantime, we can take a few more questions. Steven's asked, okay.
Incoming.
Paul, 2 seconds. Steven's asking, best DTC, direct-to-consumer balls. Snell is usually one of our best choices.
Yeah.
I would say if we only had to pick one.
I think our call is normally Snell, isn't it? Snell is good. Who else have we liked? I think it's been a while since we've tested Vice golf balls. I don't remember doing that in the last little while.
Vice had some okay ones. I wouldn't say they were a standout.
Right.
They had good performance, but probably not anything super special. Let's just go with Snell for now.
Snelly.
Okay, Paul. He's joining. There's Paul. He's got a Titleist hat on. Okay, Paul, 1 second, bud.
We're just getting you in.
There he is.
Paul,
Okay.
what's happening?
Paul, let us know if you can hear us.
Good morning, guys.
Can you hear us okay, Paul?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. We'll just try to mute our mics between when we're talking to you. So go for it. What's on your mind?
Yeah, tell us about your game, the bag, whatever issues you've got.
Well, I'm also left-handed like Matt. Stand 6'4", so I'm a little tall. But like Matt, I'm only about 160 pounds, so I'm a little on the skinny side. Been playing golf about 30 years. Took about a decade off, but recently had shoulder surgery. And as I'm building up strength, I'm going to go to a TSI 3 from my Maverick Sub-Zero. I play my Maverick at a 44-inch with the Fujikura Pro 2.0, the non-tour spec. Play it at 44 inches. Club head speeds between 109 and 111. And I'm just working out shaft options for the TSI 3. When I went to a recent demo day, they had the stock Tensei White. Didn't really feel it. They didn't offer a lot of aftermarket shafts there at the demo day, but after watching you guys for the last couple months, trying to decide on a longer shaft, maybe 45 and a half, 46 from my 44. But I'm thinking about going with Matt's Pro 2.0 Tour spec, but also wanted to try out the new Bellacore shafts. And just thought, wanted your thoughts on maybe going from 44 to 46, any suggestions you might have with tipping or, anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think, Paul, 44 was kind of, I'm always concerned when people play drivers that short, especially at your height.
That's true.
There's a bunch of things that can happen with regards to the lie angle gets super flat, and the balance of it's really hard to retain good balance, especially when you're in a Fuji 2.0 shaft, which is a little higher balance point anyway.
Not the heaviest head,
No,
Maverick?
Maverick was not one of the heaviest heads, yeah, kind of somewhere in the middle. So I'm pleased to hear where you're at. I would probably not encourage you to go all the way from 44 to 46.
Yeah.
I would probably just kind of move your way up there. So, 45 and a quarter, 45 and a half, maybe somewhere in that region would be a really nice kind of start. And I would think a tour spec would be a really nice upgrade from where you're at. You could also, I would certainly have a look at Ventus Blue. You could have a look at, I take it.
Sorry, I was going to say, is a Motori F1 too soft for something like that?
It could be. Well, and I mean, to be honest, F1's probably between the Pro and the Tour spec.
Somewhere around there.
Yeah, somewhere between that.
Yeah.
But if getting out there to try some stuff, those would be. Remind me again, Paul. What did you say your club speed was?
It's about 109 to 111. I have the Maverick turned down to 8 degree.
And TrackMan club speeds or Foresight club speeds?
No, it's GC quad.
Okay, so yeah, so you're entering into X-Flex, so you're not kind of like a Standex, so you could potentially. I mean, I'm assuming you're going to get some more speed though with this longer driver shaft. So I would go with the 2.0 Tour spec, the white and matte shaft. 6X tipped half an inch. That would be a really nice kind of entry into that. Bearing in mind the 6X is going to play a fraction softer now that you're playing it a little over length. So that will give it a little bit more feel and stuff as well. So, it won't feel too boardy in your transition from stiff or from the 44 that you've got into the 6X.
Sounds good. I appreciate the advice, guys. I really do. And I hope when things start to open up, I can get up there and come get a personal fitting from you.
That would be awesome. Yeah, we'd love to do that, Paul.
Awesome.
And stay once you get a chance to try some of those ones. Stay tuned on the live. Make sure you join us. I'd love to hear how those are going.
Morning, guys. I'm with you every morning.
Awesome.
I love it. Love it. Well, good chatting with you, pal. Have a great Christmas with the family and stuff. All the
Thanks
best.
to you guys. Take care.
Thanks, pal.
Dare I say that went decently well.
A nice
Technology.
guy.
Nice guy,
Oh,
Paul.
nice guy.
Good. I'm glad. See, that was perfect. That was the type of thing that he needed a little bit of back and forth on. Shafts he tried, what club head speed, what length.
Absolutely.
That worked out nice.
Yeah. No, that was good.
I know it gets a little laggy, guys, when we have the interview on.
Yeah. It will do. Bear with us.
It will.
And
It won't always be this way. We'll get better.
We
I
will.
have to buy a new laptop, but just listen to this thing. I'm going to let it cool off and we'll take another one.
humming. We need a big. We need a big old
16-inch.
dog. Yeah. No, guys. I mean, so many.
That was fantastic.
So many nice comments there and stuff like that. So this is going to be a feature. This is going to be something I think moving forward we do more of with you guys, and it'll be cool.
Absolutely. Okay, so I'm going to let my computer calm down a little bit, and then we'll take another one. But in the meantime, many of you saying the lag wasn't that bad. Appreciate that. If it isn't, then ignore me. If it is, then bear with me.
Frank is asking, are Ping coming out with new wedges for 2021?
Oh.
I have seen nothing. I have seen nothing in terms of wedges.
Yeah.
I've seen a few things from those guys. But nothing on that.
Yeah, okay, no worries. Here's a little one here. Where's that? I'm going to get this one from Will. It seems interesting. Will is asking, how much offset is added when strengthening the loft per degree? So is there a millimeter to loft conversion, or is it just like it's a visual thing to some degree?
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Is it 1
yeah.
degree? Can't be. It can't be 1 degree is 10 millimeters or
No,
something.
no, I don't know the exact measurements of it.
You just look at it and go, now it has more.
Yeah,
I personally think when you've taken a degree off at times, 1 degree, it has like taken offset from a bit to none.
I
for
know.
me. It's amazing how much difference. Now,
It looks massive.
I hope it isn't that bad. And like Will was asking for the opposite direction, but it does matter. There's no question. A few people have asked about Kirkland signature wedges. I'll see if we can get them in Canada. We'll literally just have to buy them. Maybe someone in the TXG team goes to Costco and they see them. We'll just have to. Costco's not going to answer our emails. I'm sure they get enough emails.
They do.
I don't think their golf department is really like enough of a thing to take a call from us. So
Yeah, it's on my list of little kind of upcoming videos actually to go into Costco and just buy some stuff.
Maybe we grab a putt or two.
Yeah, grab some
golf
golf balls, some wedges, some different stuff.
We'll have a Kirkland sponsored. How can you play as a Kirkland sponsored player?
I know, exactly.
It's so funny people are writing like, pretty risky doing an interview like that live. Sure is.
That's it.
What can we do? We have faith in humanity. I think the chances
At times
of someone,
too much.
I know, way too much. Whatever. If something stupid happens,
I know.
it happens. Who cares?
The trap door was open.
Yeah.
The,
You can always press X.
That's it.
In the worst case, it's a funny memory.
TXG Tooks, lots of requests for TXG Tooks.
I believe
lot of
I believe
those.
we're going to have a couple suppliers for that. Sir Galvin makes a lovely toque.
Yeah, they do.
So
That's,
don't worry, guys and girls. You will see stuff.
we will.
You will see stuff. It's all coming.
Tyler saying, do you guys know if the Mevo Plus that was sent in had the firmware updated?
Don't know, but
No
I can find
idea.
out.
We
I can find out later.
We can reach out to, is it Brian, did you say?
Brian.
Brian.
Brian
We
from
can reach
Pennsylvania.
out to Brian and see. We'll maybe make that one of our last videos of the day.
Yeah, in case it was difficult, because it usually is.
Robert's asking, did Honma die?
Have
No.
I died on my son?
Have I died?
No, just some nice stuff that we'll be
Indeed.
testing soon. Nice new irons that you had your eye on for a lot of potential customers. The V series.
Yes, yeah, TR20 P
Handsome.
and V are both very nice, and the X, we like the X an awful lot as well.
I feel like Honma's going to come out with a new driver anyway,
Yeah.
and we'll test that.
Yep.
They need to send us their product this time, Honma, if you're listening.
Max is asking, what is a toque? That's a great question. I had no idea what a toque was before I moved here.
It's a beanie. There's another word for it.
A beanie.
I don't,
Yeah.
Americans, do you call it a beanie? Chime in. I know, I could too, because a Canadian thing.
For my Scottish friends out there, it's a woolly bunnet.
A woolly bonnet. Is that what you said?
Bunnet. Bunnet. Not a bonnet.
You're going to have to explain.
Easter bonnet is a bonnet.
So
but
there's a bonnet?
woolly bunnet.
Well, I've learned something new. So
There you
there's bonnet is a type of thing, and bunnet is a type of thing. Is that slang? Scottish slang?
Scottish slang
Okay.
would be,
I didn't want to offend it if it was like
Yeah.
Welsh or something. I don't know.
have
Some
you
language
got
I've never
your
heard.
woolly bunnet.
Okay,
That's
now
what
I
we
know.
call
Easter bonnet.
it. And a woolly
Your
bunnet.
woolly bonnet.
Matty boy's going to be cold. Where's
Now-
my woolly bunnet? I'm
Now,
frozen.
I know. I hope when I come to Scotland I don't need said bonnet though. I want to come in reasonable weather. I want to wear a Old Course at St. Andrews hat like what I've purchased in the shop. I want to be wearing all the stuff with like the tags still off. Top Gear, my favorite Top Gear episode ever. They make fun of golf horribly and they ripped on it, but it's still the funniest shit ever. They went in the shop, they bought stuff. He's got the tags hanging off him. They got brand new clubs in the back. They have no idea how to play. It's the funniest thing I've ever seen.
So good.
That'll be us.
So good.
That will be me. $1,000 in the shop. Do you want to take another guess?
I think it'd be rude not to. While the debate carries on with what hat's called.
Okay. What is the American one? Beanies. Yeah, I thought so.
Beanies, yeah. Beanies.
Okay, I have a new list. Just so everyone knows, entering more than once is pointless. In fact, it will make your chances of getting on zero. If I see you've entered multiple times, I will just exclude you. Because that's just the kind of guy that I am. Okay, so a few more of you have gotten in.
Okay.
So I'm going to do this again. Random number generation. Oh, it's actually going to be someone that just... Tyler Snipes.
Tyler,
Incoming.
we're
pal.
ready for you, my man.
Incoming email for you, Tyler. I believe you just submitted yours recently.
And coming, Tyler.
Tyler, I'm just emailing you to remind you that if you have earbuds, please run and grab them.
Mm-hmm. Did Paul have earbuds there?
He did.
His sound was good.
Yeah, he had a little Apple EarPod in. See those new over-ear ones they came out with?
No. Who?
Apple.
Did they?
They look nice. I just bought a pair
I
too.
literally just bought the AirPod Pro things.
Oh no, these are over-ear ones, not buds.
Oh,
They're like a whole
Are they
thing.
pretty good?
They look nice. I've never tested them. I just bought Sony ones for an absurd amount of money. They're noise canceling for the airplane, but as always, Apple stuff looks nice. Okay, please use the link below to join us.
Tyler is in the house. He says he's here. T-Snipes2390.
Okay, but email's coming.
Look out for it right now, Ty. It's coming
Press
your
and
way.
send. Just grab your headphones, buddy. Good. Okay, we'll wait for Tyler.
LG's asking that he saw us review the TZ6 some time ago. Matty, you seem to get on really well with that one. Wondered what it was about that shaft that wasn't the right fit for you.
Oh, I think it probably was a shaft I could have played, to be honest.
Was
LG.
it
I think
TZ6 at the
so.
time? I don't
Pretty
remember.
sure. TZ5. Yeah, it maybe wasn't the best one, but we test so many. We're lucky to have so many options that Ian can find something that's 0.5% better for me, and I can eliminate the TZ6. It's not like it's not good.
Yeah.
I just get to pick the one that's 100% the best. But it's always, there's pretty much nothing from Acura, and yeah, I can't remember the last time I tried an Acura shaft that was terrible for me. It's like never happens.
No.
They usually have something roughly where we're looking,
Super.
which is good.
Yeah, super rare.
Some comment weeks ago was someone was like, I used to think you guys had an Acura bias, but good to see you've gotten over that. I was like, one, we've done nothing differently, and two, who cares if we had an Acura anything?
It's funny. Depends at what time do you...
It was when we first started the channel, they're like, oh, you're always using Acura shafts. We're like, okay, well, they had a great line. What do you want?
Yeah. And some people, I remember hearing about this time last year, we were doing a lot of VA Nemesis stuff, and people were like, why do you guys keep using that Nemesis?
Now it's the Autoflex. Why do you keep
using Autoflex? It's like, we're going to just rotate. It's just,
we don't have any shaft sponsorships.
we literally have none.
We just like to see it.
I think we right now are using a lot of Ventus in our own
Totally.
bags.
It's been It's been super good. It's
What do
good.
you
Fuji
Fuji
2.0.
both years.
And it's funny that's going to be a good recommendation for Paul too. That
It is a really good shaft.
It's a great shaft.
In terms of shafts that cover a wide range of players, that is one for sure. Really, really like that. Ben is asking, Ian, what driver do you have? I'm currently using a Sim 8 degree with a Ventus Blue 6X is currently what is in my bag.
It's been good.
And I like it.
Yeah.
And I like it.
Be curious to see what's going to happen with you. A video I'm looking forward to will be this year, a video that's mandatory when the new sim comes out.
Yep.
Initial test and all the stuff we always do. There's going to be a should Ian switch sim to sim 2 without the golf course. So like, is there enough improvement here?
Yeah.
There he is. To see if you would change before going outside, because you will be able to test it in January. I'm very curious. I think you're going to like it a lot, but I've only tested it very briefly, and I can't say much about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tyler. Let's get him. Tyler doesn't have headphones, but that's okay. We're going to mute our mics. So
we're going to mute in between. So if you hear us get quiet, our mouths are moving, but we're not. You're not hearing us. We are muting it so Tyler comes through in the sound.
Okay, Tyler, there he is.
Tyler.
How's it going, bud?
Not hearing us. We are muting it so Tyler comes through in the sound.
Okay, Tyler, there he is. Tyler, how's it going, bud?
Hey guys, how's it going?
All good, pal. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little surprised I got picked. I never win anything, so it's kind of a nice surprise for the morning.
All good, pal. How are you?
I'm doing good. A little surprised I got picked. I never win anything, so it's kind of a nice surprise for the morning.
All good, pal. How are you? You get it there, Ty? There you go. Attaboy. Beautiful, beautiful.
If you can turn that right off, so I can only just your microphone sound on your laptop. I can hear us. You know.
Yeah, work computers aren't really the best, so I'm kind of working with what I got.
Go ahead.
Yeah, fire away, pal. What's your question?
So I'm one that's kind of been watching you guys for quite a while, probably since about 50K. Really wasn't much into golf at all prior, and past 3 years really working hard to try to improve playing. Was a former collegiate athlete, played basketball, small school here in North Carolina, and obviously golf is something that's a little bit easier on the body, so I figured I'd go with that. And so I kind of went and did the fitted thing, but as I mentioned in a few of your videos before, fitting around here, obviously nothing to the caliber of you guys. And that's hard looking at everything that you guys have and all the deep specs that y'all go into, and then getting a very basic fitting. So I'm always questioning my equipment, whether I'm doing the right thing or whether I have the right stuff. So seeing your guys' reviews and trying to figure out what to go with next is always kind of on my mind. Seeing your guys' reviews and trying to figure out what to go with next is always kind of on my mind. Seeing your guys' reviews and trying to figure out what to go.
Tyler, can you hear us okay, bud? Sorry, I just lost you for a second.
So most recently, I got fitted for a Ping G410 driver. It is with a Project X Even Flow Black shaft. And I've kind of questioned that shaft since the beginning. Swing speed's anywhere from 110 to 115. Miss is usually it's hanging out right and just kind of keeps tailing. Irons are an X Flex 130 KBS S taper, Mizuno 919 forged. So I kind of feel like the heavy shaft was the way to go, but the even flow, I'm not really sure what the reasoning for picking that one was. So I kind of feel like the heavy shaft was the way to go.
Okay. Tyler, hit pause on your stream there, bud, for me. Just pause the whole thing. That way it won't run in the background. There you go. Okay, so G410 LST, Even Flow Black, hangs out to the right a little bit on him, and sounds like maybe that's not the best combination.
Yeah, it potentially, if Tyler's got that amount of speed, it's it's potentially a little bit on the soft side. The even flow stuff is a little bit softer. So what we could be seeing, Tyler, is a little bit sort of lag, little deflection still on the club. So I'd probably like to stiffen that up a little bit for you and see if we can. I mean, that's the one thing people, sometimes forget is that they think, soft shafts will close over and stiff ones will kind of block you out to the right. And often it's the opposite. It's the complete opposite. So I would really like to see you get into something a little bit stiffer and tighter than that. See if you can maybe just get the torque down a little bit. Get into something. Again, we talk a lot of Ventus on here, but I would be leading you into maybe some Ventus Blue. I think that could be a pretty good choice.
Still has some feel in it, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Is a Fuji Pro 2.0 still an okay suggestion? I'm only thinking because that with that head, for me, when I feel like G410 gets slightly counterbalanced, the push shot comes out of it quite a bit. It becomes way easier to turn over with that just tiny bit of counterbalance on it, I think. But
again, counterbalance is another one of those things that does different things for different people. I think. I'd just really like to see you get out of that shaft. Just it sounds like it's not doing you any favors. Being a little bit on the soft side. So if you don't have many, even if you don't have many sort of fitting centers near you, look at something like Ping Tour. The 65 Tour X. Have a look at something like that. Play with your settings a little bit as well. See if you can just get that face obviously back to being squared up. But I think it's the shaft that's a little bit on the soft side for you.
Yeah. Anything to follow up there, Tyler? Does that help okay?
No, I think that's really helpful. That's kind of the idea I was thinking is that, something maybe a little stiffer was the way to go. But of course, I'm still questioning my whole bag. So I'm kind of wondering what I'm going to get fitted into this year. So.
Yeah. It's what part of North Carolina are you in?
I'm in the mountains, kind of near Asheville.
Oh, okay.
North Carolina.
I'd say I know where that is.
Yeah.
But
I'm trying to think of a few places that are around you. Is Pinehurst far from you? Is that a fair old trek?
That's a few hours.
It sounds like you play enough golf, you're a good player, and it might be worth the trip down to TrueSpec at Pine Needles, down in that area at some point. I think to go through a lot of these types of shafts and these kind of really, really kind of top products. It sounds like you've got some speed and you're a good player, collegiate athlete and stuff like that. So I would definitely recommend a little trip down, get that in the Christmas list, see if Santa's good to you and bring you a little fit at TrueSpec.
Yeah, if the wife allows it, there's all kind of golf that'll be played. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Awesome.
All right, well, let us know how
Tyler.
that goes, Tyler. Yeah, good luck with it, pal.
Thank you.
Have a good Christmas.
Y'all have a good day.
Take care.
Okay. All right. Well, we got there.
Yeah. So, guys, we obviously, we are learning on the protocols for the lives.
We're doing our best.
Headsets will be mandatory. That's not Tyler's fault. It looked like he was in work.
He was at work.
He was
worked out
it's
fine.
tough. So headsets is going to be a mandatory for.
Yeah, I will ask if you can't get access to one, just wait till next time when you can. But it's not a big deal. We made that. Sorry, my car is ready apparently.
So a lot of people there chiming in for Tyler that there is a club champion. I'm not sure the geography.
I think so. Yeah, I was going to say.
Charlotte's maybe
I was just looking at
closer?
the map. I think Charlotte and Greensboro are kind of close for Tyler there. So yeah, it's not far.
Not too far. I would take your pick, Tyler. Do you want to hit outdoors, which you'll do at Pine Needles? Do you want to hit indoors, which you'll do with Club Champion in Charlotte? Take your pick, whatever is best for you, my man.
Lovely. Okay. Why don't we take one more?
Yeah.
I want to end on a good one.
Okay. We're going to do one more.
Let's do one more.
Being brave.
There's no way to get better, but get back on the horse.
How can we? We'll maybe verify first when we select them.
I'm going to send the email first. Yeah. Okay. Good advice. Okay, and it's txg.ca/live if you want in the next 10 seconds to enter again. Do not do it if you don't have headphones. Please.
What else have we got for the rest of today? We're planning a couple of videos, guys. We've got some, we have got some oversized irons for the mid to high handicappers.
Yeah, we're going to work on that potentially.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Kind of the forgiving iron series. If you need a little bit of help with the irons, getting the ball up in the air.
We want to know what you guys want to see.
It's true.
For that.
We're open for suggestions right now.
Definitely.
We're always open. Okay, I've got this ready. Pardon me.
Doba is asking when TXG is going to have an outdoor fitting studio. 2021.
Oh, baby.
2021.
Oh, baby.
Yep.
Cannot wait. Okay, I've got a name.
TXG will never go outdoors. Well, that's not true.
No.
That is not true. Golf 007 SD2. We will be outdoors, and we will be outdoors very soon.
David McCutcheon.
Ah,
I
my
hope I
man
said
David.
that right. That's a
David's-
Scottish name, isn't it?
David, I've worked with David many times. Lives in Vancouver.
Is he?
Yeah,
What a guy.
what a guy.
Well, David, you will know Ian then.
We do.
Okay, so David,
Very cool.
please use headphones.
Will the outdoor move? Or are you setting up at Prampton? I'm not sure what the first part of that means, Sean, but
It's an additional location, guys, if you're wondering.
Oh, the
This
outdoor-
exists as it exists, and Ian's talking about an outdoor location in addition. Yeah, in addition.
Kyle H. TXG needs to take a tour across North America like a rock band.
I agree. Yes. There'll be far
We'd
more.
love to.
There'll be far more sleeping and early nights, but
Dave Fogel is asking, Ian must fake tan. This is the whitest you will ever see.
no, I'm just pale.
This is the whitest you will ever see.
Ian's
my
healthy. I'm just pale. Especially in the winter. This color of my skin, I don't get any sun.
son. No, we are
You also may
missing out.
have some Spanish ancestors, is my theory. Someone's in
somewhere in there.
there. Someone's in
somewhere.
there.
No
and that's
question.
good. As you
No
should.
question.
You have maintained some colors. I'm jealous. Okay, David McCutcheon. I'm sending you an email, my friend.
Mr. McCutcheon.
This is good. So David's had a session with you. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe it'll be a little follow-up question.
David,
fantastic.
he recently got lucky. He was playing in a golf group with some guys, and he played in a group with a guy who just bought a set of P770s, the new set.
Okay.
The guy didn't particularly like them. David's, well, I'll buy them from you. Got them for, I think he got them for like not a steal, but he got them for a really
Literally
good
bought them
deal.
in the parking lot
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Yeah, literally
Fantastic.
after the rounds, like, I'll buy them.
Great.
So
Are they still
Amazing.
that hard to come by, or can you order them now?
you can order them, but the lead times on them are still
Still
nuts.
waiting, basically.
Yeah, I think it's getting better. I think it's getting
Yeah,
better.
I just feel bad for them. It was such a good. I saw those Haywood Cnc Irons.
Really
You
nice.
should get a set of those.
Yeah,
They look good.
Josh is sending some.
Good.
Yeah.
No, I thought the photos look great.
Yeah.
The milling is pleasing to the eye.
I think he was talking about around $200 a club US, which for a club that's CNC milled and
Yeah,
has,
give me
has
some
that
idea.
kind of looks.
Is that normally like $400? I have no idea.
Yeah, I want to say because it was the PXG that O311 ST.
So that's the competitor, basically, would be a PXG.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was.
So it'll be. It's not going to be as affordable as his other clubs, but still
Yeah,
good.
really, really good.
I have sent, I believe. Am I stupid? Or is
Mr.
that
McCutcheon, what time he? 8 o'clock on the west coast. Assuming that he's there.
David, I'll give you 2 more minutes, my
2
friend.
minutes, my man. 2 minutes. Ben is asking, what do you think the best irons were of 2020? Your irons,
Yeah,
probably.
T100s would be my pick.
T100s were the winners. Yeah.
They may not keep that title for 2021 only because there's so many good competitors, but I would say it was the clear winner.
Sitting here right now, it doesn't feel like 2021 is going to be a busy year for irons.
No.
Doesn't feel like that.
So you're wondering maybe
No.
it doesn't get unseated?
I'm
potentially?
kind of feeling like Strixon will be
Okay.
top dogs
Yeah,
next
no,
year.
you're probably right about that. All right,
Yeah.
I see David and I see headphones, so we're good. David, I'm adding you.
Mr. McCutcheon.
How are you, sir?
Morning, guys. How are you?
Good. Okay.
How are you doing?
Good. Thanks for asking. So, Ian, you and I have seen each other a couple times. Actually, the question I have for you guys today, So as you know, I had some spinal surgery, which really impacted my speed and my golf swing. And I've been doing a lot to try to get it back. But I'm just not seeing the gains that I was hoping to make. I'm still stuck kind of in that 90 to 95 range. Is there anything from a fitness aspect that you can work on in the off season that you guys find actually really makes an impact?
Good question.
Love that question. Love
Fantastic
that because I think sometimes these routes to gaining speed can bring up some dead ends, David. I see that quite a lot, and some of the biggest dead ends that I see are actually when people try and gain strength. Strength doesn't offer speed. I can promise you. I can really promise you that. I went down that route a few years ago and got reasonably strong and all that sort of stuff. Was a gym rat for a long time. My speed was worse.
Interesting.
It actually got worse.
Interesting.
So, David, it's so much about sequencing. So I'm trying to think on the West Coast who has the gear. Do you know Rob Holding?
I was just going to say, go see Rob Holding.
Do you know Rob Holding?
No.
Okay. I'm going to send you Rob's information.
Yeah, I'll do it right now.
Rob is brilliant. He has Swing Catalyst. He has gears. He has all the tools that will really be able to sort of see where your barriers are right now, why you're stalling on the speed.
He's very, very smart. I spent quite a bit of time with Rob. I went out to see him 2 years ago. Did some work with him.
Yeah.
So I'll you know what? Let's put it in here for everybody.
Highly recommended.
I'm going to put it in the chat, David, so everyone can see it. And yeah, I think for you in the Vancouver area, that would be a fantastic choice. He's a very, very sharp guy. And if Rob doesn't have time, because I know he's very focused on his college program students, he has a very good team also. So don't give up if Rob's busy, but I would say let him at least refer you if he can't have you. But his facility is quite amazing.
Yeah, I think, and the reason I say Rob, I know a load of good instructors out in your area, some really, really good guys, but it's kind of, what do you need? You need information on your kinematic sequence. You need information on where your power leakage is. Is it vertical? Is it lateral? Is it rotational?
Yeah.
Where is that power leak coming from, David? And being on those two, particularly swing cat and gears, you will see where your kind of flat spots are and where your spikes are, and you're looking for spikes in the right sequence, and that's where the speed comes from. And then obviously the key will be putting a plan together, and certainly not to say that a good fitness regime, sorry guys,
okay,
a good fitness regime wouldn't help or be good for you, but I don't think it's the first place to start. I think I would definitely start with a good blueprint on what improvement looks like, and then lay out a kind of 6-month plan towards getting that speed back up at 105, 110. You're kind of capable of getting it to there. I have no doubt about that.
Great. Thanks, guys. Have a great holidays. Merry Christmas.
You
Thanks,
too, David.
David.
Take care, my friend.
I would add one last thing to that. I'm just thinking, I kind of felt like my speed was really down for the last few months. Until Thursday, when I kind of had that breakthrough, obviously. It's easy to say I was the fastest swing speed day, so I must have been, something was right. But I would say, especially for David, who had an injury, much more severe than anything I've experienced, I've made a ton of progress with my neck and shoulders recently, and it has guaranteed opened up 5% of my speed back again. So I would say if anyone's struggling, if you have physical restrictions and pain, you need to work on addressing them, because it is amazing how much difference. And to try to train for speed while you're sore or something's like nagging you, it's impossible. And you felt that way. You were speed training, and you said, I keep kind of tweaking my neck doing this, and like that's not working for you.
I mean, I would be fearful of David putting all his eggs in the just the super speed basket.
I totally agree.
Right, because
with an injury like that, especially.
It doesn't always. So there's our man Rob Coates. Always better to get a good thorough assessment, and that's where I think is the best way to start off. Yeah, it's
totally
get a little bit of an idea of what the baseline numbers look like.
Yeah.
And then work off of that.
And you can get some serious baselines at Rob's place, as you said.
Get it all, and then have somebody who's got the knowledge to put together an implement plan for you to work at it. So I know how passionate David is about his game and getting better and things like that. So I really believe that would be the way to go.
Agree. Let's just do some question time.
Aye.
Chill for a bit. Guys, that went, I think, largely very well. Thanks for those that participated.
Yeah, no, thanks to Paul and Tyler and David. That was awesome.
Fun. It went great. If that was a bug, then it wasn't too bad.
No, definitely.
Totally fine. It worked well.
That is cool.
Okay. Yep. Thanks, Whisker. Glad you guys are enjoying it.
Very
Good to
cool,
hear.
you guys.
Let's see if we can get some questions that I haven't really touched yet. From another Ian. 718 CBs. I really wish whatever this menu is new. It's really bugging me.
Just jumps over that,
Because I like to mouse over it so it stays, my habit. X100s, they're strong already. Okay, upright, meaning it's probably got a bit of a fade ball flight. Medium high spin. Golf ball. And it looks like he's exhausted most of the options.
4 degrees upright. I'd love to see the dynamic lie angle in that for Ian. Have I ever talked about the influence of vertical CG when it comes to lie angle? And how to shift ball flight through lie angle?
No, I think the last time we did something lie angle related that I had never heard you say was related to length. So no, this is new to me.
Yeah, so I mean, something I'm always mindful when I read someone is as extreme as 4 degrees upright is that,
I need an eye for this.
are we lifting the CG so much that we are encouraging the strike to live too low in the head and spin? So we have too much vertical gearing going on.
Very interesting.
So I'd be a little bit worried about that for Ian. X100 is not the low flighted, low launch, low spin shaft that many perceive it to be. So I would think that there might be some others that would help you a little bit more in that department, that would flatten out your flight a little bit. I tend to find Project X would flatten your flight a little bit more.
Is that new one?
The LS.
Is that a good choice?
Yeah, really good.
The LS?
Yeah, really good, really good.
I feel like we need to do some more testing with that. We just did the one video.
So
Beautiful.
I think that would help you. I think that'd be quite good. Yeah, golf ball, obviously, like we talk about. So, but the thing is with golf balls, you go to ones that are low spin, but the firm core tends to get you launching a little bit. You actually want to try and get something. I mean, Pro V1 would be great. Slightly softer in the core, bring the launch down, keep the spin down.
It's a great suggestion.
AVX, even, on an extreme version of the Pro V1.
True. Yeah, and the AVX is much better around the greens now than it
Yeah.
used to be.
Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
Okay, we got some excitement for the 2021 bracket. Good.
Yeah,
It's building.
we're excited for that one.
Countdown's on.
Now that we know what everyone's bringing us, we know what everyone's bringing us. I think the only one you haven't seen now is you've not seen Callaway yet, have you?
Just like one crappy
one
leaked photo.
picture.
So I know what it's going to be, but no, it's exciting. Very exciting. I'm excited to see I never got to actually see the Ping in person and hit a couple pops with it. So I'm excited about the Ping also because it's. I feel like the Ping to me, because that G4 and the first driver you fitted to me I never actually owned. Like I borrowed it from you. You lent it to me for a while, which was great. But the first driver that I had properly fit and got was the G400 LST. So I feel like I'm always going to be partial to the Ping because I'm going to remember that first proper fitted driver.
Yeah.
And how much more confident I was with it. So I'm definitely stoked to see Ping's new stuff. It's
Nostalgia exists.
It does, yeah.
Do you know what? Actually, one question I forgot to ask Jose last week was whether they actively engineered that sound into that driver. I think the sound of that is so good.
Yeah. I hope the Extreme is as improved as the regular is.
I really wonder if that was something that they was sought after. It was in my mind when we were chatting with them, and then we went in a kind of different direction, so I never really got a chance to.
No, you're right. It was
to ask him.
It's worth talking about because it's better. Yeah. It's definitely better.
I know. All right.
Shall we get to work?
Let's get to work. Yeah.
Good day. Got lots to do.
Let's go do it, guys. I hope you have a great week. We will see you on Thursday.
For the 3rd anniversary special.
Oh!
TXG 3rd anniversary special on Thursday. Get your drink of choice.
Maybe get a little drink of choice, and if you've got a drink of choice, we will again run some the link to come on and join us for the toast.
Yeah, that's right. We will have a few people on for little quick ones.
That would be awesome.
Good. So you'll
That
see
would
us
be awesome.
Thursday. There's a video out this morning. If you missed it, go watch it.
Yeah.
And you will see us every day this week for videos.
Definitely. Some questions there. Dave's asking what we testing this week. Pured golf shaft, Mevo Plus. We're going to do some reviews on some probably mid to high handicapper irons.
Yes, we are.
And a bunch more.
And a bunch more.
Bunch more.
Yeah. 3rd anniversary horn. Zachary.
Da-da-da-dow.
We'll save it for Thursday. What do you think of that?
Yeah. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, guys, have a great start to your week.
Yes.
And we will see you on Thursday for the anniversary. Bring your tipple of choice, whether it's water, tea, scotch, whatever you like. We don't judge.
We do not.
Just join us. That's all we want.
Okay. Love it.
Okay.
We'll see you guys then.
Thanks, guys.